Welcome everybody to a new episode of In My Opinion. I am your host King Vance. If you didn't know, now you do. Let's get to it. So this video, I want to talk about keeping it 100, man. Being real, being real with yourself, being real with others. Also the effects, the effects of keeping it real all the time at 100, every day, all day. The misconception of it being like hate, people hating, you know. Most people who want people to be 100 with them all the time can't handle hearing 100, hearing people be 100 all the time. Everybody wants to think that they want to hear the truth 100% of the time and really don't. You got people who want people to tell them the truth all the time, but then they don't tell people the truth all the time. So it's just when you keep it on that level, it makes things so much easier, but it can also make things so much harder depending on who you talking to, what y'all talking about. Things get sensitive. Some topics are sensitive, and people just don't like to talk about certain things. So you can't always keep it 100, and then sometimes you have to sugarcoat things depending on who you're talking to. Everybody can't handle the blunt truth. It might come off, or depending on how you say it, at least it could come off rude, could come off disrespectful, it can come off, it can even come off like you hating. So somebody asks you an opinion about, like, say your homeboy got a new song or something, you give him real constructive criticism, and he just like, oh man, you been a hater, bro. You been hating on me since day one, da da da. And it's like, not hating, fam. And you ask me my opinion, I'm just giving it to you. Got another buddy that might, he might be a music director or a short film director or a photographer, and he asking you, how do his videos and how his still pictures and all that other stuff look, and you just like, all right, it'd be better if you did it this way, or better if you did it that way. We out the bam, and then he looking at it like, oh, you trying to, insult, what I do, and it's like, nah, bro, you asking me. Even in relationships, if you ask your partner or your partner asks you a question, or you ask them a question and they answer it, they give you the 100, and you really wasn't expecting it, or it was kind of like threw you off a little bit, so you kind of like, dang, that's how you really feel. But it's like, do you respect the fact that they told you the truth, or do you want them to lie? And then when you find out they lied, then you looking at them like, oh, bro, you lied to me. Like, why you lying? So truth is tricky. I try to be as honest as I can be. Most times I don't always tell everybody and anybody the truth about everything. I might sugarcoat some stuff because, like I say, everybody don't respond to truthfulness and 100ness the same. And I'm pretty sure it's been times where somebody told me some shit that was 100, and I was just like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that. No, so it goes, it goes, on both sides of the field. I know some homies who keep it 100, but if you try to keep it 100 with them, they ain't trying to hear it. You know what I mean? So it's just something that I think everybody needs to really just really focus in on. I think being honest with yourself helps you be able to accept, when somebody's being 100 with you, keeping it real. Like, if you keep it real with yourself, then anybody who telling you the real, it shouldn't be, offensive when they tell you what it is. Most people can't look themselves in the mirror and just be honest about a lot of stuff, to the point where when somebody else says it, they know it's the truth, so it hurts. That's why I say the truth hurts, because a lot of people don't like to look in the mirror and swallow that pill. Everybody want to take that pill, but everybody can't swallow that pill. Everybody want to get, them subscriptions, but when it's time to take it, you ain't ready to take it. You can't swallow it. So I think people just need to understand how that type of situation can make you a better person. Just being real with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and just be like, I know what I need to do. I know what I'm not doing. I know what I'm slacking in. I know what I'm great at. I know where I came from. I know where I'm going, or I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I want to go. You gotta keep it. You gotta keep it real and keep it 100, because it's people out there that ain't scared to tell you the 100, tell you the real. People gonna tell you the real. You gotta be willing to accept it. And if you ain't willing to accept it, then you're gonna have a hard time growing as a person. And if you can't grow as a person, then you're gonna be forever stuck. And if you stuck, you can't go nowhere. So if you're trying to go places, you're trying to do anything, you're trying to grow as a person, you won't be able to do that if you can't accept the truth. That's just the way that works. I feel like a lot of times you could try to, I feel like a lot of times you can try to sugarcoat it, but sometimes they don't get it through sugarcoating because you sugarcoated it. Sometimes you got to give it to them blunt. And sometimes when you do that, it make a person sit back and think, and they might just be like, oh man, even if they don't tell you, I guarantee you they thought about it and be like, dang, he was kind of right. Or she was kind of right. I need to get my stuff together. I need to do this, I need to do that. Or I'm slipping on this, I'm slipping on that. We'll have to band, da, 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 da. And telling somebody the truth is different than, constantly nagging or in somebody's ear all day. Like, at that point, you just naggy. But when I say the truth, I just mean like having honest conversations about what you think about stuff. Just anything. Like I say, I don't always, I ain't gonna say I don't always tell the truth. I just don't always, keep it 100. I might be like, 92%. Might be about 92% because, people can't handle that other 8, you know what I mean? And the other eight can hurt some feelings for real. But, it's just the way it goes, man. But, I'm not trying to really sit here, and repeat myself for too much long. I'm trying to keep all my new videos short. I'm trying to keep them short and sweet. But yeah, the purpose of this video is just to understand the importance of, just keeping it real, man. Like, it can stop a lot of confusion, miscommunication, all that other stuff if everybody just kept it real with themselves. Like, keep it real with yourself, keep it real with others, and it makes everybody's life so much easier. And, it's just people that, I ain't never necessarily want to bring up people who lie for no reason, but them people out there that just be lying for no reason, or sometimes they just come up with a story or just anything. They voluntarily lie to you for no reason. It's like, bro, I didn't even ask you that, or nobody even asked you about this, or they just say some stuff, try to fit in, like, oh yeah, man, I remember when that happened to me too, this, that, and the bam, and it never happened to them. It's like, fam, come on. Like, what was your purpose of bringing that up? So it starts with yourself. It really starts with yourself, man. You gotta sit down, you gotta really think and just be like, I need to just be real with myself. Just sit down. Just sit down with yourself, man. And think about all the lies you ever told. And just keep it real with yourself and go, you know what? That ain't never happened. That ain't never happened. That never happened. And then going forward, don't tell them stories no more, man. Don't even tell them stories no more. Matter of fact, when they get brought up, don't even just be like, I don't feel like talking about that no more. You know what I mean? Just kind of brush it off. Just brush it off to the point where eventually people forget about it, depending on how big of a story you told, because some people go to the extreme. I know I told some stories before, but it was only to get out of trouble type stuff. With my mom's. I got some legendary stories of getting out of trouble talking to my parents, but my great grandmother always told me, nobody is important enough to lie to. Nobody. My great grandmama told me that when I was a kid. I think she died when I was like maybe between 8 and 10 years old, something like that. But I remember her telling me that. Never lie to people, because there's nobody on this earth that's that important to lie to. Now, of course, I didn't, take that advice all day, every day of my life. But for the most part, I have. Especially if I feel, I ain't gonna say nobody, but if I feel like you're not important to lie to, I'm not lying to you, bro. People I work with, people I meet on the street, friends, associates. Nobody take this the wrong way, but ain't none of y'all important enough for me to lie to, bro. So if I ever told you something, it was 100. If I was just BSing around, I told you it was a joke. I'm just playing, haha, hee hee. Other than that, if I never said I was just playing, if I never said, I'm just, messing around or whatever, then no, it was the truth. It was facts. So, yeah, so this video, I just want people out there to just recognize when you need to be real. You know what I mean? Just be real with yourself. That's it. That's all. Be real with yourself, be real with others, and your life be so much easier. Till next time, y'all, peace out.